maybe it's a sign of the times, because what used to be exclusively a male domain is definitely shifting. Women are now paying men for companionship, whatever that entails. The perfect date at the touch of a computer screen, drinks, dinner, dessert, and sometimes even breakfast the next morning. Here's Juju Chang.
After 5 years of miserable dating, you could say 49-year-old Teresa Prater has got her groove back. Her 2 trainers and nearly daily workouts help keep her feeling sexy for the hot 29-year-old she's dating.
When you're excited about someone, you're more excited about life. So this is what I'm wearing tonight. I'm with someone who's fun. I'm thinking of things to do now.
Saturday night may be date night again, but there's a catch. Her guy, the one with the chiseled body and the model good looks, is a gigolo, a paid escort, a date for hire.
He's a beautiful guy, great genetics. I don't know.
I'm very proud to be called a gigolo.
He's Nick Hawk, one of the stars of Gigolos, Showtime's steamy reality series where men make women's sexual fantasies come true for a price. For Teresa, it was lust at first sight.
You know, when you see someone on TV, you see how they walk, they talk, you get to see a little bit about them.
You get to see a lot about them on that show.
There you go, right there, right there.
Teresa is an example of the surprising type of newly empowered woman who's not afraid to admit that she's paying for the man on her arm and in her bed. It's marketed as the ultimate boyfriend experience.
He opens the car door, he holds my hand when we walk across the street.
He's Prince Charming.
Yeah.
Come to life.
Her dating life wasn't always so edgy. As a young model in Europe, she had her heart broken by an international playboy. She even had a brief failed marriage. But she was lonely, and when her mother died and left her an inheritance, she decided to live life on her own terms.
It's empowering to be with a young, beautiful guy of my choice. That makes me feel young, and he's compensated for his time. He's having a good time, so everybody's happy.
So far, she's had 6 dates, including 3 sleepovers. And they don't come cheap. A 2-hour rendezvous with Nick, $650. His weekend rate, $6,000.
You know, we're selling a fantasy. We're selling an evening with a beautiful man. I have an appointment request for you on Tuesday.
Garen James, a former escort himself, represents all the men on the Gigolo show. He opened Cowboys4Angels 4 years ago and says thousands of men have applied to his escort agency, but only 35 have made the cut.
When I hire a man, as far as looks are concerned, he needs to turn heads when he walks into a room.
Sean's been known to turn a head or two.
I like to use this little Vaseline and oil lotion. Let's get nice and soft.
He works largely out of Las Vegas and Los Angeles, where women happily report how at ease he makes them feel.
Sometimes they're just lonely. I don't know. Sometimes they just need to feel like somebody cares about them. Sometimes they just have too much money and want to blow it. There's so many different variables.
A lot of people think what they're selling is sex.
Our product is companionship.
And yet when people think of escort service, I don't think they're thinking companionship. And so what makes what you do not illegal?
We don't offer sex. We don't have any sexual services listed. In no way whatsoever, if somebody called for sex, would I ever be able to book an appointment with them.
It may not be a service he sells, but it does happen.
Is the sex different? Is it better? Is it shut up, Juju, go away?
It's good. We have a good time. This is a little less formal.
Teresa specializes in antique and custom fabrics for the home. She says she makes good money and insists she can afford the gigolos. It's a good thing because so far she's run up $20,000 in escort fees alone.
Does knowing that you're paying for his time, though, ever take the romance out of it?
No, because I can afford to do that. It's my choice.
In fact, this summer she plans to take Nick to Paris and Morocco. Going abroad with a young boy toy is on her bucket list.
That's the room I want.
And his fee for the week, not counting expenses, is $17,500. She recently gave Nick these $800 shoes as a tip. They're called Lil Wayne after their favorite rapper. And even young, successful 20-something career women like Amy are booking appointments. She doesn't want to show her face, but she's the last person you'd expect to pay for dates. This is her third outing with a gigolo. Tonight, she has 2 hours with Sean.
How does the next 2 hours unfold?
I'm gonna meet Amy and find out her story. What's going on in their life. Amy, how are you doing?
Nice to meet you, Sean.
Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure.
The sparks fly, as if on cue.
So tell me more about you. I like your eyes.
Oh, thank you.
And with the clock ticking, Sean and Amy decide it's time to lose the cameras and take their party elsewhere.
Why choose escorts?
Because my focus is my business. I'm not looking for companionship on a long-term basis.
What is it, lust with no strings attached?
It's a good time with no strings attached.
I don't see the downside. I mean, I guess you're trying to find a downside. I don't see the downside. Remember, I'm not looking to own anybody. I'm not really looking to be married.